I had this friend, a busboy, and I borrowed a British school tie from him.
A busboy
yes,
suit?
Yes, a busboy's tie, and I was quite presentable.
Well, it's nice to know that you saw things other than just death and destruction while you were over there.
Well, you can understand that those were the things that had the most lasting effect.
Yeah, of course. These lighter moments, so they'll be in your novel, too, won't they?
Yeah, they will.
Then I'll definitely read the book.
You mean you wouldn't read it otherwise?
Yeah, I probably would.
I just want the book to be truthful.
Well, then these lighter moments are obligatory.
No, what it should have is the emotional texture of what really happened, including the lighter moments, along with the emotional ones.
Yeah, the tragedies.
Yeah, the tragic ones. Hey, come on. We don't want to talk about this anymore. Let's discuss it some other time. Did I ever tell you about how I won an office building playing backgammon?
Don't you mean the Brooklyn Bridge?
Would I lie to you?
I'm not sure. What kind of an office building?
It's absolutely true.
It is?
It was in Hong Kong.
Hong Kong?
Mm-hmm.
Excuse me, Mrs. Corey.
Yes, Louise.
Will Mr. Lansing be staying for dinner?
Louise, I wish you'd call me Frank.
Oh. Well, it's not really in my nature to call people I don't know well by their first names.
Okay. You do whatever makes you comfortable.
Very well. Will Mr. Lansing be staying for dinner?
Will you?
Why don't we give Louise the night off and fix dinner for ourselves?
Well?
Have you forgotten how to prepare a meal for yourself?
All right, Louise. Why don't you take the night off?
Thank you, Mrs. Corley.
I think you better thank Mr. Lansing.
Oh, yes. Thank you.
You're not annoyed with me, are you?
Do I look annoyed?
Well, I was afraid you might retract your invitation to supper.
I'm thinking of it.
Oh?
No, I'm just kidding.
I'm relieved to hear that.
But you have confused Louise a great deal.
She doesn't seem very happy to have me around.
She just doesn't know what to make of you.
Well, I'm not so difficult to understand, am I?
Yes, you are, sometimes.
Me, difficult?
Yep.
No. Look, okay, the next time you get confused, just tell me.
Don't worry, I will.
And I'm sorry for making a mess of your household formalities here. I'm just not used to that kind of thing.
No, I wasn't either before I met and married Mac.
Didn't it bother you?
Yes, it did at first, but now I like it. It gives my life a sense of order.
Listen, do you want to hear about my winning that office building or not?
Yes, I do. But first I want to find out what you want for supper.
Anything.
Well, that's easy.
I mean, I would settle for a cheeseburger and French fries as long as we don't have to eat in that big dining room.
All right, well, we'll eat in the kitchen if that makes you feel more comfortable. All right?
I am your guest, so do whatever you want.
You know, now that you have dismissed Louise, I have to answer that.
That's great timing. Are you expecting someone?
No, not at all.
Well, since I'm responsible for Louise's leaving, why don't I get the door?
No, it's all right. I'll get it. What are you doing here?
Well, if you invite me in, I'll explain. My apologies for interrupting your evening.
If you really cared about my evening, you would have called first.
If I had, would you have seen me?
No, probably not.
Well, then I'm glad I didn't waste my time.
I don't want to keep Frank waiting.
I'm surprised to find you entertaining a man.
Be sure and jump to the wrong conclusions.
No, Rachel, that's your specialty, not mine.
Did you come over here to criticize me?
No, I didn't.
But you couldn't pass up an opportunity, could you?
Do you blame me after the way you've treated me?
Look, Janice, I don't enjoy this any more than you do.
I doubt that.
Why don't you just tell me what you came to say and then get out of here?
Why is Frank here?
It's none of your business.
Well, I wasn't aware of the fact that you were seeing each other.
There are a lot of things that you're not aware of, Janice.
Where'd you meet him?
At Elena's gallery. He's interested in my sculpture. Does that satisfy your curiosity?
As you said, it's none of my business.
You're right, it isn't. Why don't you just get to the reason for your visit here?
That's the reason.
What's this?
It's self-explanatory.
Just tell me what it is, Janice.
You know, Rachel, you have hired a lawyer full-time to get the biggest property settlement you can from Mac.
I have retained a lawyer. That much is accurate.
Well, it's obvious to everybody that knows you that the reason you're raking Mac over the coals is because of his relationship with me.
It's obvious to anyone who knows you that you're out to get whatever you can from Mac.
Oh, no. That's what you're doing, and you're using me as an excuse.
I'm not interested in money anymore.
But you wouldn't want to waste the opportunity or pass it by, would you?
I'm doing this for my children, Janice.
How touching.
I want to make sure my children's future security is not jeopardized by someone like you.
You know, Jamie's my blood relative, too.
Something you only remember when it is convenient.
Rachel, if that were true, I would never have signed that agreement.
I don't know what this agreement is. I don't even know if it's legal.
Well, why don't you ask Scott? He witnessed it. He also drew it up.
So he did.
Check with him. He'll tell you that it's legally binding and that he also has some other copies of it.
Why are you doing this?
The property settlement is the last obstacle in the way of your getting a divorce from Mac. Well, I am removing that obstacle, so you can't hold that over his head anymore.
Thank you.